Today, there are 9 information blocking exceptions. Information blocking exceptions identify reasonable and necessary activities with respect to accessing, exchanging, or using electronic health information, also known as EHI. When a provider does something that meets the conditions of one or more of these 9 exceptions, their actions will not be considered information blocking. It is also worth noting that even in cases where a practice, which is defined as an act or an omission by an actor, does not meet any of the 9 exceptions, it is not automatically information blocking. Acts or omissions are evaluated on a case-by-case basis to determine whether information blocking has actually occurred. So let's go over these 9 exceptions. You should know that all information blocking exceptions are voluntary. Each exception has a particular condition that must be met. First, the preventing harm exception allows actors to take actions that are reasonable and necessary to prevent harm to a patient or another person. The privacy exception allows actors to not fulfill a request to access, exchange, or use EHI if they do so to protect an individual's privacy. The security exception allows actors to interfere with the access, exchange, or use of EHI to protect the security of the electronic health information. The infeasibility exception allows actors to not fulfill a request to access, exchange, or use EHI because the request is infeasible. The Health IT performance exception allows actors to make Health IT temporarily unavailable or to degrade Health IT's performance if doing so is reasonable and necessary for the overall performance of the Health IT. The manner exception allows actors to limit the manner they use when fulfilling a request to access, exchange, or use EHI. The fees exception allows actors to charge fees, including fees resulting in a reasonable profit margin for accessing, exchanging, or using EHI. The licensing exception allows actors to license interoperability elements used to access, exchange, or use EHI. And finally, you may have heard of TEFCA, the Trusted Exchange Framework and Common Agreement, which outlines a common set of principles, terms, and conditions to help enable the nationwide exchange of electronic health information across networks. The TEFCA manner exception allows actors to fulfill certain requests only by way of TEFCA. For detailed information on the exceptions and the conditions of each exception, please visit the information blocking page on healthit.gov.